but may not have the same size. Okay, so similarity. Any two figures geometrical figures, not necessarily triangles, any two geometrical figures which have the same shape but different sizes. Are called similar figures. Are called similar figures. Okay. For example, let us say a building and model of a building, right? You have the entire building and you have the certain model of the building which can be kept on the table just for an idea, right? So these two figures, the building and the model of the building, are similar because both have the same shape, but they have different sizes. Okay, so that is an example of similarity. Next, we come to the first part, which is the similar triangle. Not similarity of triangles is important. Similar triangles. Similar triangles. Okay, let us say if I have two triangles, ABC and PQR. These two triangles, if you see, they are similar in shape, but have different sizes, right? These two triangles are said to be similar if their sides are proportional. If their sides are proportional. Like say you can have PQ by AB. This ratio of this side to this side equal to ratio of PR by AC. And you can have ratio of QR and BC to be equal. This is one way, okay? You can have it in any other order, but the point is that the corresponding ratio of the sides must be equal. Okay, you can also have it like say PQ by AC also. PQ by AC is equal to PR by AB is equal to QR by BC. You can also have it this way. Even then we say sides are proportional. The point here is that I'm trying to make here is that for any two triangles, if the sides are proportional, then we say that the triangles are similar. If the sides of a triangle are proportional, then we say triangles are similar. Sorry, if the sides of a triangle are proportional, then we say that the triangles are similar. And if the triangles are similar, then the sides are proportional. The other way also works. If the triangles are similar, then their sides are proportional. Right? So if you know the length of the sides, you can check whether the ratios are equal or not. But what if you don't know the length of the sides? Right? What if you know only that the triangles are similar? Then what will you do? But how will you check whether two triangles are similar? So you have two axioms of similarity. Okay. What are those two axioms? The first axiom is called the angle rule. If you remember, in congruency, we had 5 axioms, right? In similarity, we have 2 axioms. Okay. The first axiom here is angle rule. Okay. Now, given any two triangles, so I give you two triangles ABC and PQR. If you know that two angles of the two triangles are equal, suppose I know that this angle is equal to this angle. And if I know that this angle is equal to this angle, suppose it is given to you, or I know that these two angles are equal, then I can say that these two triangles are similar. Because if two angles of a triangle are equal, third angle obviously has to be equal. This angle has to be equal, isn't it? Why? Because if this angle is x, this angle is x, this angle is y, this angle is y, and sum of interior angles of triangle is 180 degrees. So third angle has to be 180 minus x minus y. So this has to be 180 minus x minus y. So if any two angles of a triangle are equal, that means the third angle has to be equal. Okay. So let us say that two angles are given to be equal. Then if two angles are given to be equal, then the third angle obviously has to be equal, right? So now, once we know that these two triangles are similar, we can write it down in this manner. In triangle ABC and triangle PQR, right? See the order in which I have written here. A corresponds to P because A and P are equal. Because these two angles are equal, right? See, B corresponds to Q. So we have written these two here, right? Because these two angles are equal. And obviously C corresponds to R because these two are equal. Okay. So this is the normally this is the order in which we write. Okay. So in triangle ABC and PQR, now that we have written this, remember A corresponds to P, P corresponds to Q, and C corresponds to R. Okay. If this is the order of the angle, then you can write ABC is equal to PQR. Or if the triangles are not given to you in figures, okay, and if it is given to you that triangle ABC is equal to triangle is similar to triangle PQR, then you can assume that angle A must be equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, and so on. Okay, if the figures are not given. Anyway, we'll not do those kind of problems. Only where figures are given, we'll see. In these two triangles, first of all, what do you see? Angle A is equal to angle P, right? This is given. Angle B is equal to angle Q. This is also given. Therefore, what can we say? Triangle ABC is similar. This is a symbol for similarity to triangle PQR. Okay. These two triangles are similar. Now you see that once the triangles are similar, I said if the triangles are similar, the sides are proportional. Therefore, sides are proportional. So how do you list down the sides? Now look at this very carefully. Okay, you need to understand this very well. Sides are proportional. In order to list down the proportional sides, you choose any two triangles first, and you see which you choose any two angles first. Okay, you choose any two angles. Let us choose the red angles first. These two angles are equal. Okay, these two angles are equal. Right. Now, if you see this angle here, opposite to this angle is this side, and opposite to this angle is this side. So that means I can write the ratio here as BC for this side, for this triangle, and for this triangle, I can write the opposite side as QR. So I can write BC by QR. You can also write QR by BC. But with whichever triangle sides you are writing in the numerator, you will have to continue throughout. Okay. Next, I see here that these two angles are equal, right? The blue angles. Opposite to this is this side. Opposite to this is this side. So now I can write, since I'm writing the sides of triangle ABC first, I will write AC in the numerator. And I will write PR in the denominator. Okay. Next, let's look at the green angles here. In this green angle, the opposite side here is AB, and here the opposite side here is PQ. Since I'm writing the sides of triangle ABC in the numerator, I will write AB by PQ. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. So once you know how to list down the proportional sides, let us look at the first type of figure. That first, if you see, I've given you type 1, type 2, type 3 figure, right? Now these three types of figures, in almost all the similarity problems, 99% of the problems, you will get these types of figures. Either type 1 figure, or you can get this type of figure, type 2 figure, or you will get type 3 type of figure, this figure. Apart from these three figures, in triangle similarity, there are no other figures. Almost all the problems will have these kind of figures in some way or the other. Okay. So that is why broadly we shall discuss these figures. So type 1 figure. Okay, this is the figure given to you. Now, what are the measurements given? In this figure, AB parallel to CD is fine. So I've marked the parallel lines. If AB is equal to 6 centimeter, fine. Let's write AB is equal to 6 centimeter. BP is equal to 15 centimeter. We write 15 centimeter here. AP is equal to 12 centimeter. So we write 12 centimeter here. CP is equal to 4 centimeters. So we write 4 centimeter here. Find the lengths of PD and CD. So you need to find the lengths of PD here, and you need to find out the length of CD here, right? So what you must first identify the triangles which you want to prove similar. This triangle here, ABP, and what is the next triangle here? DPC, right? They are similar. Why are they similar? ABP and triangle DPC. Because these two are vertically opposite angles. Let's write it. Angle APB is equal to angle DPC, because vertically opposite angles. Next, which two angles are equal? This angle here and this angle here equal. Why? Because they are alternate angles. So angle BAP is equal to angle PCD, because they are alternate angles. Therefore, triangle. Now in these two triangles, see, I have proven that two angles are equal. That means these two triangles must be similar. Triangle ABP similar to triangle DPC by angle rule. Right? So that means the third angle must also be equal. That means these two angles must also be equal. Right? Now we write down the sides that are proportional. Sides are proportional. Let's write down the proportional sides. Look at the figure here. Let me write down at the side, then I'll copy it later. See the red angles. Opposite to the red angle, what are the sides? Let us write the sides of this triangle first. This is the side and this is the side. So that means AB by CD, isn't it? Next, blue angles. This is the side and this is the side. So that means since I'm writing the sides of this triangle in the numerator, it should be BP by PD. And finally, you have the green one. Opposite to this angle is this. Opposite to this angle is this side. So therefore, this must be AP by PC, right? So let's copy this here. Since once we have wrote the proportional sides, so let's copy it here. AB by CD.
Can you explain again how to write the proportional sides?
Yes, sir. Can you explain it again, sir?
That's what I asked you earlier also. You see, these three angles are equal, right? You agree here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I want to, these two angles are equal, right? Opposite to this angle, which is the side AB. So I write AB in the numerator. Opposite to this angle, which is the side CD. So I write CD in the denominator. So 1 ratio over, right? Now, look at the next one. Let's see the blue angles here. These two angles are equal. These two blue angles. Opposite to
Yes.
this angle is this side of this triangle. Because this triangle, if you remember, for this triangle, we are writing the sides in the numerator. See, AB I have written the numerator, right? So that is why for the next equality also, we are going to write this opposite side here, which is the side BP, we are going to write in the numerator. And for this one, the opposite side is PD. We write PD is equal to, now look at the green angles. Opposite in this triangle, the opposite side is AP. We'll write AP. And in this triangle, the opposite side is PC. So we'll write PC. Clear with this?
Yes, sir.
So that is how you do this. Okay, write the proportional side. So let's copy it here. So AB by CD is equal to BP by PD is equal to AP by PC. Okay, so now once you know these, now we see which ones we need to find out. We need to find out, calculate the lengths of PD and CD. So we need to find out the lengths of PD and we need to find out the length of CD. These two we need to find out. Now we'll see what is given to us. What is given to us? AB is given to us. So AB is given. BP is given to us. So find BP is given. AP is given to us. So AP is okay. CP is given to us. So this, right? So in order to find out, let's say we want to find out PD first, we consider these two equalities. So we have BP by PD is equal to AP by PC, right? That means BP, how much is the length of BP given here? You see BP length is 15. PD we need to find out. So we write PD as it is. What is the length of AP given here? AP is given to be 12 centimeters. And what is the length of PC given here? 4 centimeters. Right. So here you get 12 PD is equal to 15 into 4. That means PD must be equal to 15 into 4 by 12. Right? Cancel this, you get PD is equal to 5 centimeters. Fine. So once we get PD here, this side becomes known. PD. You have found out, right? Now what you can do is either, you need to find CD now. In order to find out CD, either you can take these two equalities, or now that you know PD also, you can take these two also. Okay, so let us take the first and the third. So we have AB by CD is equal to AP by PC. Put the values. How much is the value of AB given here? AB is given here to be 6. We need to find out the length of CD. So we write CD as it is. AP, the length given here is 12. And the length of PC given here is 4, right? 4. Now we can find out CD from here. So 12 CD is equal to 4 into 6. That means CD is equal to 4 into 6 by 12. Can cancel this here. So you get CD is equal to 2 centimeters. That's it. Okay, so this was type 1 figure. Okay, any questions on this figure?
Oh, sir.
And we'll move on to the next figure. And type 2 figure. Type 2 figure is a very important figure, especially because you have an entire theorem based on this figure. Okay, it's called the BPT, Basic Proportionality Theorem. The entire theorem is based on this figure. So this type of figure you will come across very frequently in similar triangles. This looks like midpoint theorem, but this is not midpoint theorem. Okay, these two sides are not equal. Neither are these two sides equal. Okay, so this is not midpoint theorem. So in this figure, it is given that DE parallel to BC. These two are parallel. AE is given to be 8 centimeters. EC is given to be 2 centimeters. BC is given to be 6 centimeters. Find the length of DE. You need to find out this length. Okay. So let us identify the triangles first. Which triangles are similar? You look at this triangle here. And look at the bigger triangle. This triangle. Look at these two triangles. These two triangles must be similar. Why they must be similar? Because you see, this is the common angle that is common to both the triangles, small triangle and the big triangle. And what else? If you see, these two angles are equal. Why are these two angles equal? Because they are corresponding angles, right? Now, if these two angles are equal, obviously the third angle has to be equal. We'll mark that a little later. Let's finish the proof here. So in triangle ADE and triangle ABC, angle A is equal to angle A, common angle, right? Next, angle ADE is equal to angle ABC, corresponding angles. Now, once we have listed down these two angles, therefore we can say triangle ADE is similar to triangle ABC by angle rule. Right? Now, once we have proven similarity, now we can mark the third angle here. Okay. Now we can mark the third angle. Which one is the third angle that is equal? This third angle is equal. Okay. Now we'll write the proportional sides. Now look at the figure. Common angle. See the smaller triangle opposite to this common angle A in the smaller triangle, which is the side D. So we write D in the numerator. For the bigger triangle, which is the opposite side? This is the opposite side. So we write BC. Now look at the blue angles. In the smaller triangle, which is the side that is opposite to this blue angle? AE. So we write AE. And in the bigger triangle, opposite to this blue angle is the entire side AC. This entire side AC. Right? And finally, you have the green angle. Opposite in the smaller triangle, opposite to this green angle is the side AD. So we write AD in the numerator. And in the bigger triangle, opposite to this green angle is this side, this entire side, AB. So we write AB in the denominator, right? This is how you list down the proportional sides. So let's write it down here. Sides are proportional. So we have DE by BC is equal to AE by AC is equal to AD by AB. Now we look at what we need to find. Tell me.
So it is compulsory to keep the angles of the small triangle in the numerator.
No, you can keep the small angles of the bigger triangle in the numerator also. But whichever way you are keeping it, you keep it throughout. Okay. Do not confuse. First ratio you write as the smaller triangle first in the numerator, bigger triangle in the denominator. Next time in the next ratio when you're writing, you do just the opposite. So don't do that. Okay. So that is why whatever you are following, whatever the bigger triangle you're writing in the numerator, keep it throughout. Okay. I have a habit of writing the smaller triangle first. So that is why I'm writing the smaller triangle first in the numerator. So now let's see which sides we have to find out. So if AE is equal to 8 centimeter, so AE is given to be, we need to find out DE. Okay. So which one we need to find out? We need to find out DE here. Okay. And which sides do we know here? Let's stick which sides we know. We know AE. So we know AE. Fine. We know EC. Okay. We know EC. EC is which side? Okay. EC is only this side. EC is only this side. And EC is not available here. But EC is a part of which side? EC is a part of this entire AC. And what is the length of this entire AC? 10. So that means this length is given. AC is given to you 10, right? Next, what else do we know? We know the length of BC. Is BC here? Yes, BC is here, right? So these are the only information given. We need to find out D. So which equality should we consider? If these three are given to us, and if we need to find this, obviously we'll consider these two. So we have DE by BC is equal to AE by AC. We need to find out DE. So we write DE as it is. BC here is 6 centimeters. AE here is 8 centimeters. And the length AC here is 8 plus 2. Right? So now we can find out DE. That means DE by 6 is equal to 8 by 10. That means 10 DE is equal to 6 into 8. That means DE is equal to 6 into 8 by 10. We cancel here with 4, 5. It's 24 by 5. Which is 5.54 by 4 by 5 centimeters. This is 10, no? It's 48 by 10. This is 2, 4 and 2, 5. 24 by 5. Yes, this is 4 by 5, not 5, 4 by 5. This is 4 by 5 centimeters, or you can calculate this in decimals to be 4.8 centimeters. Okay, this is the length of D. Fine. So I will not get into the next figure. I'll stop here.